Oh, dude.
Hey, this is Alex Stafford from the Rave TV, and we were sitting down with Megs and Mikey of Coal Chamber. How's it going, guys?
What's up?
How you doing, man?
I'm doing great.
Yeah, just dealing with the cold here.
Oh, it's been a lot warmer than it has been.
Yeah.
This is
This
so
summer,
nice.
this summertime weather.
It'll get a little better.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, I called home 2 days ago and seen my kid on FaceTime, and he had just in his diapers running around. I said, put some clothes on him, and it was 94 at my house 2 days ago.
You guys still living in LA?
LA.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're slowly getting colder, dealing with it.
Well, this is actually the first day of spring, technically. So.
And it's International Happiness Day as well.
Oh, how about that? Let's all be happy.
Stoked.
Stoked and happy. Smile.
You can still be goth, but be stoked.
Happy goth.
Yeah, my favorite.
Is that
Happy
even,
goth.
Is that even possible?
I don't know. Kind of.
I'm just confused with my look. Yeah.
Well, what's with the teddy bear?
Oh, so my baby mama, she works for Disney. She does international marketing for films, and she recently went to London to go on the Star Wars set. That's what everyone says, and neither one of us are like, I mean, I guess I could say she's a Star Wars fan because she has to be. So she got a bear for our kid and went around London and took pictures with it for a photo album deal.
Okay.
So I'm trying to one-up her, and this bear literally smells like my stage clothes, and taking it to Space Needle and St. Louis. It's been everywhere. So it's like an online photo album thing. That's what I do now.
Does the bear have a name? Can they see it on camera?
Yeah. The bear's name is Brown Sugar Cupcake Muffin Tops.
Should we get a microphone for Brown Cake Sugar Muffin Tops too?
Yeah. So we got it in Seattle. I was gonna do a bear in each city, but I don't need 30 fucking bears in my bunk.
And all hanging from your belt, man.
Yeah. Little Flavor Flav action with bears.
Flavor Flav came up in our interview with Richard Patrick too.
Nice. He's the man.
Dude.
Or wait, who had the teddy bear pants? Oh, Flea did. In
Flea.
The Young MC video. He had the Flea
That's right.
teddy bear pants. That's what I need. That's what I need. Sweet.
Teddy bear pants.
So yeah, that's what I do now. Instead of looking for drugs and getting drunk, I roam around cities with teddy bears. That's my new life.
Rock and roll.
Rock and roll. I get crazy.
Oh man. I love it though.
Yeah, it's fun.
So anyways, about Coal Chamber, you guys have a new album coming out called Rivals, which I've heard 2 songs, and you guys released a great series of webisodes about recording it. I gotta say, I'm very excited for this album.
Yes.
Thank you. Yeah, we've put a lot of hard work, and we're really excited about it because it's one of those things when you're very proud of something, and the hard work. We just know that people really love it.
Yeah.
If you're an old fan, a new fan, whatever, you're just gonna really dig the songs. I mean, the songs are. We listen to it and it's like, damn, this is. Well, sounding cocky. It's just like we're really, really proud of it and really excited to have it heard for people. And I don't know. I mean, it's our best shit. It's our best. I think.
Yeah, I mean,
It's heavy.
It's heavy.
We wanted to make sure that it was nasty sounding. We hate the word organic, but organic sounding. There's no samples on the record. Everything. We spent 4 days on drum tones before we even played. All the distorted vocals were different mics that would distort the signal. There's nothing. We kind of recorded it the old school way before you can fix everything in the computer, which obviously some stuff was fixed in the computer, here and there because you have to use technology. But it was definitely recorded like how we used to a long time ago. Take the time right off the bat to get the sounds you want.
Yeah, all the even the guitar stuff. There was not one software program used.
It's like 50 pedals.
Like the pedals, a room full of pedals. Like everything was just every weird that thing that sounds like a computer thing. It's all guitar.
Yeah, I mean he had pedals that didn't even have labels on them that aren't even out yet, like prototype.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, crazy. I mean, kind of tweaker stuff without the tweak. Yeah, but just stuff that sounds like it's coming from outer space that's never been done. Yeah. And we're definitely proud of the record. It's nasty. It's heavy. It came out better than I thought it would. Yeah. You always expect a good record, and new songs always sound like your best songs because they're new.
Yeah.
I think these songs kill our last records. No. So, and I'm proud of the old records as well. Yeah,
and the old records were amazing. And I gotta be honest, when when you guys were first, around, before you guys broke up, I was really into you guys, but I never really got an opportunity to see you guys back in the day.
Yeah.
Even though I was still young, but I was aware and wanting to go to the shows. And when you guys got back together a couple of years ago, I gotta admit, from a fan, I was very shocked because it kind of seemed like there was some bad blood throughout the years, but just from I'm not trying to dig up dirt, but just from the press, the fans' point, it just kind of seemed like one of those reunions that wasn't really gonna happen. But when you guys came here with Seven Dust, you guys just smoked them. I mean, the show was spot on. You stole the show, in my opinion. And I was even more surprised when you guys got an album together. When you reunited a few years ago, did you have intentions on getting to the point of new album, or was it just we'll see how it goes? Or
I think we were definitely testing the water.
Yeah.
Kind of okay, let's do these shows, and let's see if we the chemistry's there. Let's see if we could have a bond, and obviously we did because we had enough of a chemistry, and we rekindled the friendship, and we go, okay, now let's record. So we're demoing, and the songs were awesome, and Dad was excited, and just everything flowed. Everything. I mean, we're just we've gotten more mature.
Yeah.
So I think that had a lot to do with it, and I don't know, man. Just it just flowed. Everything flowed.
Yeah, it kind of fell into place.
Yeah.
Kind of organic,
The word organic.
The word that we hate, but yeah, when we first got together and did the Australian shows, there wasn't really solid talks of doing a record because we didn't play for over 10 years together, and there was tons of bad blood. It's known that there was bad blood. It's not nothing we shy away from.
Yeah.
But I think the main thing is we had to rekindle the friendship first before. I mean, we're tighter than we've ever been, by far. Mm-hmm. We used to not even be in the same room together.
Yeah.
Just bad, and then we went through the crazy drug phase and all that stuff that's known. And like he said, we definitely matured, and we never finished what we started with the break. The breakup was just bad. So this is kind of putting an exclamation point on why we started and how we started. And now I feel me personally, I feel like we're brand new again, because there's millions of people who have no idea who we are still. It's not like we're some super known, we have a hardcore following, which is awesome, that stuck with us through all this time. I wouldn't wait around for a band for 13 years and go watch them. No way. People don't have patience like that. So our fans are one of the main reasons why we're doing it, and we're doing it for ourselves. So it kind of just fell into place. Everything started flowing better than it ever has.
Yep.
So.
And at a certain point, it's you never even broke up. You more or less just took time off. And now you're back together. So with your fans, though, are you guys finding a lot of your old fans are coming back and finding new young fans, though? What's the mix of this show was on these tours?
It's mostly older fans that are older, and they're bringing their kids to the shows.
Yeah.
I mean,
but I see a lot of kids.
Yeah,
there's a lot of kids. So they must either have, maybe their parents were fans, and the kids will now like it or love it or whatever.
Yeah, I think the new record, we're aiming for, a new audience and branching out a little more. But our fans literally haven't left. They're just older with kids now, or it's crazy. A lot of people go through phases of, I used to like that band, and now I can't stand them, and it didn't seem to happen to us.
Yeah.
Which is good.
Yeah, we're just fortunate.
Yeah.
Lucky.
Yeah, well, what I've heard so far, the little snippets, I mean, it's awesome. And you guys even got Uncle Al Jorgensen to be on a track.
Al.
How is that?
It's amazing. He's really good with babies.
Really? He's good with babies?
He held my son, and my son was just mesmerized by him. And
all the eyebrow piercing.
Yeah, he was just mesmerized by him. So if you thought different, Al Jorgensen is great with children.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, Ministry was one of my bands in high school, just like Filter was.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm just completely in awe that these people are on tour with me and records. And, Ministry, when I was growing up, was the band.
Yeah.
Headlining Lollapalooza, I was petrified watching them on stage.
Yeah, they were an intense force.
Intense, awesome.
Yeah,
the crowds were just
scary.
nutty. It was just what I wanted to get into. So, for Al to even be on a record is insane. Just like with Ozzy and, on the other songs. And it's just, the whole thing has been surreal to me. I think to all of us, for sure. Because these are like idols of ours. And now we're hanging out with them and You know, every tour we do, I'm like, well, you used to be my favorite band. You know.
Well,
so
it's the same from my point of view. I grew up listening to you guys, and now here we are, you know, having a great chat.
you're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
But I mean, everything you would think he would be like is exactly how he is, which is great. Because if I showed up and he was like, "Hi, my name's Al," you know, normal. He's
It's completely what you think.
eccentric, and what you think he is, that is him, and that's so perfect. And it's not a front at all.
Yeah.
He ain't faking it. So he's funny, tons of energy.
Storytelling,
Musical genius. You know, he's a godfather of music. You know,
Yeah.
that kind of music, and he's just all around great dude, and good with babies. So you can't go wrong.
I just watched the Fix documentary just recently, and I was just like in awe of just everything that band's been through. So,
Yeah.
you guys think you ever might do a tour together?
That we talk about it all the
man,
time.
I would love
That
that
would
too.
be amazing.
And then Tony,
Campbell's
Yeah,
a
he's in
good
and out.
friend of
Aaron, the
ours.
drummer's one of my good buddies who also just had a baby, and it's just a good circle. I would love to tour Ministry. That'd be a dream come true.
That'd
for
be
sure.
great.
So,
I was actually going around looking around on Facebook today earlier, and I went on the Ozfest page, just posted a video of you guys in '96 when Ron Jeremy introduced you guys.
oof, good old hedgehog.
Yeah. Do you guys have any plans on hopefully going out on a big summer tour like that?
Yeah, I mean, there's talks of stuff. I mean, we're just getting started. The record's still not out for, a month and a half, 2 months.
Yep.
So right now we're just kind of promoting the record, and there's a ton of stuff that gets thrown our way, and we have to kind of pick and choose. But then you don't get to pick and choose. It's a battle every morning of what tour is going out, who wants to take you, who doesn't want to take you. It's very complicated nowadays. Unlike before, we could offer a tour, you just go do it.
Yeah.
Now there's so many different, because people with downloading music for free, you have to have different avenues to get out there. It's not as easy as it used to be.
Yeah.
Not that it was easy, but it was definitely easier.
It's a different market though.
Way
now.
different. You have to like kind of think outside the box and create something to do, because the way it was before, it's almost like 180 degrees different of what it was. So we're just trying to think of new things to do, and obviously if there's huge tours, you take them.
Yeah.
But there's also 500 other bands trying to get those tours. So it's
Yeah.
a little politics involved, a little luck, timing. One tour can't, overlap into another.
Yeah.
All that kind of stuff. So we're working on a bunch of things.
So now the album comes out in May, right?
19th, yeah.
Where is it at now? I mean, have you guys like recorded it all and it's just kind of doing the post production,
It's
or
done.
it's all
Been
completely
done.
done, just waiting to hit the shelves?
It's been done. Yeah.
I'm very excited to hear it.
Yeah.
Me too. It was a process making it, and me and him and Nadia Nadia doesn't really count. She was only there for 5 days. We were stuck in the middle of nowhere in Florida. Holy shit.
Yeah.
It was like, just in a serial killer cabin in Sanford,
Yeah,
Florida.
I remember you talking about that in video. We could kill someone here, and no one would notice.
No one would know. No
Yeah.
one would
Yeah,
know.
it was definitely
Yeah, but that's how you get shit done, is you get put in the middle of nowhere, because there's nothing else to do. I was catching frogs the first day. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was like recording in Jurassic Park where we were at. So it was good though. The vibe was good, and I was glad to go home, but
Yeah.
they always kind of put us in the middle of nowhere to get shit done.
Yeah. Less
Recording
distractions.
in LA is just the stupidest thing you could possibly do, because you could just leave and drive home.
Yeah, exactly.
So
yeah.
But, so now one of my favorite questions to ask is, if you had a time machine and you could visit any band at any point in their career, who would it be and when?
Shit.
Spice Girls.
That is a great answer.
Mhm.
Who's your favorite Spice Girl?
I like Sporty Spice, man. Like just there.
Yeah, she was a
Sporty's
brunette
good.
one, right?
Yeah.
She's cute.
Who's the David Beckham chick?
That's posh.
That's Posh.
Yeah.
Right? Posh is pretty dope.
She was cute.
Yeah. They just put on a hell of a show. Like, just hands down, they put all 100% into it.
Yeah.
As far as bands, I don't know, like old school Jane's Addiction probably for me.
Yeah.
Like old when he had turquoise dreads. And
Yeah,
out of
yeah,
his
the
fucking
long
mind.
dreads.
Yeah. Like those shows, I watch videos of them, and they're just insane.
Yeah.
You know Alice in Chains with Lane
Yeah.
Staley?
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That'd be a
Yeah.
good one. They're coming here in August with William Duvall.
Yeah, he's great,
He's
man.
so nice.
He's phenomenal.
Yeah.
He is
So he's
perfect,
perfect,
yeah.
perfect. Yeah, but nothing like the original. Lane.
yeah.
Yeah.
So, but William's great,
Yeah.
great, great.
For somebody to, take the,
Mhm.
the front microphone, like he hits those notes.
Oh, yeah.
He is just spot on. Though.
Yeah.
Met him a couple times. Super sweet guy.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. They've played here so many times, and every time they just blow everybody away.
He's semi-new to being a rock star, and meeting him, I'm like, he's a total rock star.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, he does it. Like if you close your eyes and just listen to it, it sounds identical.
I did that the first time they played here in 2006 when they got back. I was right up the fence, and I purposely closed my eyes and just tried to picture it. And I was like, all right, he's got it. I approve.
He has his own style, like visually and everything, but he hits it like dead on. That's so crazy because Lane has such a unique voice that you can find someone else to hit it, you know, exactly and have the same persona and all that.
It just gives
It's
it
amazing.
justice. Just gives it justice.
Yeah,
So-
for sure.
Well, guys, thank you so much for sitting down with us today. It's been an absolute blast. May 19th, get the new album, Rivals. I will be getting it for sure, and we look forward to seeing you tonight, and hopefully you come back any other time you're on
We'll
tour.
be back
We
many
will.
times.
We love this city.
Oh, it's a great city.
Yeah.
So,
And I love Monster.
oh, man.
And Jeffrey Dahmer.
Cheers. Well, I don't know. We love him, but
Yeah.
he's interesting.
Yeah.
I don't know if I use the term love, but it's intriguing.
He's eccentric.
Yeah.
Awesome,
Thank you,
guys.
man. Appreciate
Well,
it.
thank you so much. We'll see you next time on the Rave TV.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Absolutely.